Howdy folks, I've had a chance to take both my 6.5 Grendel out lately, as well as my 6.8 SPC that you see both of in the photo. However, the thermal was a pulsar thermion in both. So how have they done? Well, I've kind of had some mixed results here with the 110 grain controlled chaos with Lehigh, and that's why I've switched back to the 6.8, and I'm giving these 100 grain Nosler AccuBonds a go to see how they're doing. So this is the last kill that I had with my 6.5 Grendel in 110 grain controlled chaos. It's extremely fast because these hogs caught me out on a full moonlit night, and the only reason why I knew they were there is because they pulled up hard in the trees and made some noise. So I turned it on, got my shot off. I did hit one there, and that was it. But I managed to get what I think might have been the alpha sow. She went down. That's the important thing, even though my hunt was over already. She ended up being extremely fat and extremely pregnant, which is always a good thing when you're trying to remove hogs from the land. She ended up taping about 205 pounds or so. And as you'll see here, this time the bullet did an excellent job as it went in about mid-neck and ended up making quite a mess on the exit, taking out some bone fragments with it. Sometimes this bullet does excellent work. And on to 6.8 SPC. This hog made me work for him for a while. A lot of chasing back and forth, but I finally managed to get where I could put a pretty good sneak on him, and the wind was in my favor. So at this point, I'm set up, and I'm just waiting for him to give me a broadside, which he decides he never wants to do. So at some point here, I'm just going to go ahead and try to run one right down in the brain housing group. Unfortunately, it looks like I may have to have another session of sighting in this rifle. The 0 was good when I left, but as you'll see here in a moment, it ended up hitting a little low. Now the results of that shot were pretty good. However, I didn't realize that the bullet had struck about 3 inches lower of where I expected, so all of a sudden this hog tries to get up, and I'm going to have to put it down again. That one did it. So here in a moment, I'll go over here and take a look at this pig, and I'm going to find out that maybe it's time for me to check my 0 again. But other than that, it was success. So this boar was significantly smaller. I didn't even actually tape him. I just figured he was about 145 pounds or so. As you can see, the last frame before the shot, the bullet should have hit just about between the ears. However, if you look at this, you're going to see that that bullet was a lot lower on the cheek. Now, it did a ton of soft tissue damage and blowing out the neck, and that bullet actually continued on, striking the right rear leg. So it was still going. And here's the second shot in the last frame before the shot, where you should see the bullet should have hit about the base of the ear. But again, it struck about 3 inches below where I thought. However, it did hit it in the neck. It did finish it off. And that was it for my Lehigh defense on the first hog. I've got a few more videos, or I should say a few more clips, where I did some smaller animals. But that was it for my hog hunting. And now I'm transitioning to the 100 grain Nosler AccuBond. The initial results were fine, but to be honest, a full metal jacket could have done the same thing. So the jury is still out, but that was it for my hunts, and you all have a wonderful day.